Hey y'all, it's Coffee Monster, and I'm back with this week's West Reads. So many incredible books to go over with y'all. The Loose End was a great read. This is by Hard Case Crime. It's got a Reservoir Dog, Entourage vibe. This actor and screenwriter duo are kind of going through some hard times. At least one of them is, while the other one's shining. And one thing leads to another, and he's out a lot of money and owes the wrong people. In order to pay off that debt, he may have to do a life-altering action, and he's not so into that. Blood, not too gory. Next on the list is Kill Train, and this one is gory. Really dope read. While the Kill Train is causing uproar in the city, they've hired assassins to try to keep it somewhat controlled. When they go on strike due to what they've seen and had to do, the criminal insane replace them and are weaponized against the city. This doesn't go so well. We follow along a couple different storylines, which are very unique and interesting, but ultimately, if you step into a kill train, you most likely won't leave it. Definitely reading on. The Maniac of New York, The Bronx is Burning, was a great read. A school in Bronx is under attack by a maniac of New York who's unstoppable. After the death train tragedy, Detective Zelda and Mariel A. Gina Green have been hot on his trail, and when they thought they had just lost it, things stir up and they have a big decision on their hands. Several children's lives are at stake. Monkey Meat was really fun. Golo will destroy everything in reach to get to that monkey meat, and he can't stop eating it. He goes rabid for it. In an attempt to save what they could, the monkey have made their own robot to defeat Golo. Instead, the robot tries to destroy the entire world. Can Golo defeat the robot and in turn save the world? The artwork is insane. Very cool vibe and very cool read. I'll be looking for all the other covers. Elf Lord was very fun, but not typically something I'll read. I love critiquing stories as I understand unbiasedly if a story is good or not. And so typically the ones I review with you guys are ones that I do feel are good, even if it's not something I would recommend as a read continuously. But I have all the different covers signed by the artists and writers for Elf Lord, and the art is incredible. I really do love it, especially the variant that I own with that lady on the front. But the storyline is, very, dorky, but in a great way. The champion, who's an unknown warrior, is most likely the Elf Lord, but nobody knows. It's being announced to all. They break his spirit, and the only thing that keeps him going is what he fights for. She's worth it. Bigfoot by Brewhouse. Y'all, it's really dope, but not Bigfoot that I thought. While he's captured by an alien race, somehow escapes into a desert, and then all of a sudden gets drafted into an army. Crazy. Not a typical read for me, but very well written, as well as art being on point for the vibe. Night is Falling was really interesting. Not the most well written, but it actually is very entertaining and an interesting concept that I'll be entertaining and reading on. When it's dark and the night falls, curfew is mandatory. The cool part of the story is the witchy vibe. The witch that was burned at stake, the wife of the colonel back in 1760, cursed the town for 2 years, and this is why when the night falls, you don't want to be caught past curfew. Another book of the year for me is Luna. I read all 4 issues straight in a row and will be looking for the rest. The art is everything. It's spiritual in so many ways. She reminds me of a young me, her character early on. As the story progresses, of course, things get wild and vivid. There is sexual content, so beware, but honestly, I really enjoyed this story. and the art was incredible, so highly recommend this as a read. I hope this inspires y'all to read more. Bye!